On October 15, 2024, in Bolivia, students were sitting quietly inside a university classroom. Nothing fell off, the lecture had just begun. Then without warning, one of the students got up. He calmly walked across the room, pulled out a knife, and started stabbing a girl right there in front of everyone. There were screams, people ran, one person froze and started recording. But this wasn't random, because the girl he attacked, she'd been trying to get away from him for years, and no one stopped it. Her name was Camila Pacassi. She was 23 years old, a university student studying education. She was also a single mother, raising a 5-year-old boy on her own. Her university was nearly 4 hours from her village, so every week Camila would wake up before sunrise, travel long hours to class, and get home when it was already dark. She barely saw her son, but she never skipped school. She was doing this for him so she can become a teacher and give him a better life. Her classmates say she was full of life, always smiling, but behind that smile, Camila was scared. Since her first year, Camila had been stalked by a classmate named Edwin Marcos, a 24-year-old student in the same program. Camila told friends and professors that Edwin made her feel unsafe. He followed her constantly, tried to partner with her on projects, kept asking her out, and when she said no, he lashed out. One time she said he grabbed her arm and wouldn't let go. Other students noticed something was off. Edwin was antisocial, always had headphones in, rarely spoke. One day a professor asked him to remove his headphones, and Edwin punched the professor in the face. Camila considered dropping out, but she didn't. She told herself, "I'm doing this for my son, everything's going to work out." But Edwin couldn't take no for an answer. And on the morning of October 15, he snapped. It was 8 in the morning, class had just started. Camila was in her seat taking notes, completely unaware of what was coming. Edwin stood up, walked straight toward her, and pulled out a knife. He stabbed her once, then again. Camila screamed and collapsed to the floor. Edwin got on top of her and continued stabbing her over and over and over again. Her classmates were in shock, some ran, others grabbed anything they could, chairs, a fan, a wooden crate, and tried to stop him. But Edwin didn't stop. He was completely lost in the moment. One person pulled out their phone and filmed. By the time it was over, Camila had been stabbed over 39 times. She was rushed to the hospital, but it was too late. She had no vital signs. And to make the entire thing even more painful, it was her mother's birthday. What should have been a joyful day for the family became the worst moment of their lives. Then the media made it worse. Headlines began circulating saying Camila and Edwin had been in a relationship and had recently broken up. But Camila's family and classmates were furious. They said Camila never dated him, she was never interested. She had been trying to get away from him for years and had told people over and over that he made her feel unsafe. When Edwin was arrested, he had a self-inflicted wound on his leg, and when reporters asked him why he did it, he said, "For revenge." He was sentenced to just 30 years in prison, and now Camila's son will grow up without a mother because one man couldn't handle rejection. If you guys made it this far into the story and want to hear more stories like this, then like and follow. Brah.